why you need to be paying attention to everything you do. Solidifying yourself. It's all about solidifying yourself. It's all about being in command. It's all about having discipline. It's all about being in control. And if you don't have control and if you don't have discipline, especially when it comes to women, you're going to find yourself in debt. It costs to have children. It costs to have a woman. It costs to have living quarters. It costs to go out here, have a vehicle. There's a lot of costs and things you're going to accumulate. Or most of all, the biggest thing is, will it cost you your sanity? Because if you make the wrong move, it can cost you your sanity. A lot of men and males out here are having mental health issues because in some relation to some kind of woman, whether it's family, mother, girlfriend, ex-wife, whoever, cause you to have mental instability, you have an issue. Now you're at a loss. The objective is to minimize your risk. I say this quite often. You want to minimize your risk, and the best way to minimize your risk is to plan. What's going on? It's WillMyCraven. Coming to you another day with another video. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. Also hit that notification bell. That way you receive notifications whenever I post a video. And I'm going to jump right into this one. Yeah. Long day, been doing a lot of stuff and trying to make sure I get all kind of stuff done. Just working a lot, but it's what, after 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so I want to deal with a scripture in regards that gets used a lot, where women love to say, it's not good for a man to be alone, or he that find a wife find a good thing. Fellas, I need y'all to understand that when you really dive in, if they're going to use that scripture, you got to also understand what happens before all that. Adam was doing everything by himself. He was naming all of the creatures in the garden. He was tending to the garden. He was doing his thing all by himself before Eve came along. So he had a relationship and all that stuff with God and all that going on. So for anyone to tell you that scripture and to try to use it for you to get with them or be exclusively with them, like you really need them, you don't. We can function without them. I mean, we don't really have to be with them in order to survive. You say, oh yeah, well, the world won't replenish and all this other stuff. Look, man, Adam was doing his thing before Eve came along. As a man, you're doing your thing, building up this and that as far as in your arsenal, your money, your mind frame, your mental stability, whatever it is, you can build up without them. You don't necessarily need to chase them. You don't necessarily need to be up in arms about them. I mean, a lot of guys go out here and trying to chase the cat, trying to find validation, but you don't need them to be validated. They were just created for an assistance. You're the prize. I don't understand how guys don't understand they are the prize. The benefit is all with you. Everything outside of you is a debt. And you'll find yourself in debt. It's all a liability. A woman is a liability until you actually can turn her into an asset. And then she has to have the mind frame of being an asset. And the asset is not, oh, okay, she give you some, and not now it's, oh, you're I've made you happy and all this and that. And that's not what it is, man. And it will never be that. Simply for the mere fact is that everything you should do in regards to when you start thinking about family is you in the leadership role. They got this whole movement going on currently with women saying partner and all this crap. Partners don't follow. Partners lead within the company. You were designed to lead. You were designed to protect. Anytime you're protecting something, you're leading. You're not from the following standpoint, but there's this notion that they want to get men to follow so they feel important and all this support and blah, blah, blah garbage, which ain't none of it's just a whole bunch of garbage to get you not to be in your position to lead, to get you to not be in your position to be in authority and walk in authority. The whole objective is to minimize you and manipulate you. That's the whole partner thing coming in. Well, they want to be equal and equivalent, want to share all the rights. And the truth of the matter is they don't want to share all the rights. They want to extract from you. They're going to want to spend your money. They want to go do all kind of things that's going to spend your money. Then a lot of them are now in this vein where they see that having your children is the lick. They're going to have your children, try to take the children from you. And then a lot of you just going to give your children willingly because you think that's what you're supposed to do and they raise your children. No, that is not how it's supposed to go. As a man, you're supposed to already have your vision in place. You're supposed to already know what it is that you want with your children and how you want them to do. Then you're supposed to teach that thing and then turn around and teach her. Tell her what it is that you want. See, anytime you pick a woman, you're automatically, when you decide to pick that woman, you decide if you want to go down the marriage lane, you're giving her the authority that is being orchestrated from you. You're giving her authority to then turn around and run the things that is within your domain. It's like giving somebody the keys to your house. You know, you have access to your house, but you're giving them the additional keys. They now have access to go in your house. So when you choose that woman, automatically, you're giving her the keys. It's like, okay, I approve of you. So you got to understand, if you're not picking the right one, you're liable to lose your house. And then she turn around and take it over. And now you got a whole mess on your hands. And that is something you really don't want, which is why you need to be paying attention to everything you do. Solidifying yourself. It's all about solidifying yourself. It's all about being in command. It's all about having discipline. It's all about being in control. And if you don't have control and if you don't have discipline, especially when it comes to women, you're going to find yourself in debt. It costs to have children. It costs to have a woman. It costs to have living quarters. It costs to go out here, have a vehicle. There's a lot of costs and things you're going to accumulate. Well, most of all, the biggest thing is, will it cost you your sanity? Because if you make the wrong move, it can cost you your sanity. A lot of men and males out here are having mental health issues because in some relation to some kind of woman, whether it's family, mother, girlfriend, ex-wife, whoever, cause you to have mental instability, you have an issue. Now you're at a loss. The objective is to minimize your risk. I say this quite often. You want to minimize your risk, and the best way to minimize your risk is to plan. Plan for things that are coming. And if you're not planning for things that are coming, you're going to have a problem. You'll find yourself in divorce. You'll find yourself paying child support. You'll find yourself paying alimony. You'll find yourself having to work 2 or 3 jobs to try to recover. And then you'll find yourself have lost a nice amount of time trying to recover everything that it is that you lost to get back to a certain level that you were before you instituted all that within your life. I know this. I mean, even though I came out on the winning side of the stick, it cost me a nice amount to come out on the winning side of the stick, unlike most guys. And then I ended up losing like 4 years. So still had the plan, but had to divert the plan to turn around and make sure everything was secure, then reinstitute the plan 4 years later. I know how this goes. I've already experienced it. Went through the whole divorce thing and how much it cost me. And even then, there's still a cost after that. Even if you win, there's still a cost. As the guy said on Martin the plumber, it may cost you a little, it may cost you a lot. In the end, it's still gonna cost you. So you gotta do your due diligence, man. Do your homework. Make sure you're planning every single detail, because you need to take into account what may happen and what may not happen. And you're already ready for it. But most of all, you need to make sure you understand that you have discipline and control, because you are the prize. You're the lottery ticket. A lot of these women looking to cash in. And if you're the best winning numbers, they're going to try to cash you in, and they're going to try to manipulate their way into cashing in on you. And if you aren't versed, you aren't prepared, you haven't learned enough, they will cash in on you, and down the line, you're going to get burnt or you're going to get reduced. And there's plenty of guys out here who've been reduced to a little small little area, and she's running it. Make sure you're doing what it is that you need to do. You need to do what it is that you need to do, and you need to understand the vision and the plans that you are trying to make. And I remember the OGs telling me this when I was young, getting ready to go to college. Get your books. Get your books. The women will be there. They'll always be there. They ain't going nowhere. And that was the utmost truth. They were there then. They're still there now. A woman's gonna look to cash in. Like I know right now, I'm a golden ticket. You see my son, I'm a golden ticket. I hear all the time about how, oh, I wish my son's father was like you and he did blah blah blah. Golden ticket, man. You gotta know when you're a golden ticket. And I know I'm a golden ticket. And I'm sure it's plenty of the rest of you guys out here. That's a golden ticket. You just can't let anybody cash that ticket in. Because once they cash that ticket in, they're going to try to take as much as they can get. And they're going to manipulate as much as they can. Especially if they see they can manipulate you. And if you're not in the know, you will be in the got. And with that being said, it's WillMyCraven. Y'all be easy.